But guess what, man? They're gonna power out you crackers for real, man. That's right. With, you know, I ain't gonna go too far, but they're gonna power out with their garments dyed. That's what I'm saying.
With a tomahawk.
They're gonna feel. They're gonna feel the feeling of victory again.
True. Yeah. True.
I found something else out, if I may, real quick. Because America didn't even fight all of World War II, but the cost to America of World War II in today's money is $4 trillion.
God.
Bro said 4 trips.
That was funny.
Not even 1 trip.
Hey, look.
Esau's got the money, man. Esau's got the money.
Easy though. Esau got to go, man.
He could end it overnight. Esau's got the money and the resources to fix things, man. But he don't want to fix things. He likes everything just the way it is, the status quo. Because he's a sadist. Because he could really make it where everyone's cool, but he's still richer than everyone. Nah, he ain't on that, man. He's a sadist. He likes to see people impoverished and fucked up. So they could drive through the ghetto on a little road trip.
And be told that he's a good man, you know, while he's doing that. Sick, you know.
Yeah, look at them niggas.
Says, and have mercy. Says, I will bring again the captivity of Jacob's tents, and will have mercy on his dwelling places, and the city shall be built upon our own heap, and the palace shall remain after the manner thereof.
They're going to rebuild because over there in the land of Israel, we're going to build our kingdom from the bottom up, man. And it's going to be a beautiful thing. It's the beautiful thing that we're going to get to build from the beginning. Like build it up in righteousness, man. We're going to have to get into all the architecture and
all of that,
the styles, the design. It's a beautiful thing when you build something, you know, like, it's a beautiful thing. You're going to, you know, you make the drawings and like, yeah, we're gonna have this hair and that hair, and you're gonna hear the cracking of the whip on Esau's back in the background while you're going on, you know.
Inspirational
music. You know?
Mercy.
Oh Lord.
Oh, they had that in Prince
Oh my
of Egypt,
God.
man.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
And Moses there, they was saying like, yes, so now the next statue we're gonna have, and it's like, man was getting whipped in the back. Getting messed up, man. Thinking of that flip where she's gonna be whipped in the back. Like, wait, no, whip him harder.
That's it.
I want to hear him sing.
That's right, though.
Yeah, that's in the scriptures,
That's coming,
man. The strangers shall build up.
I was just
Several men of continual.
No, go ahead, bro.
Yep.
This is John 10:10. The thief cometh not, but for to steal and to kill and to destroy. I am come that they might have life, and that they might have it more abundantly.
We don't have life in abundance, man. Our people don't have life in abundance. What we got is pain and sorrow and failures
In abundance.
in abundance,
Yeah,
man.
for real.
We don't have life in abundance, man. Esau took it all, man. He's sucking the life out of our people every fucking day. He takes the lowest denominator. That's why the scriptures warn to him that giveth unto his neighbor strong drink, that he may be drunken and he could turn around and look at your nakedness. That's what Esau does. Esau will pay our own people to proliferate negative stereotypes and then turn around and point at the negative stereotype. When it's in his power to use his money to proliferate positivity. And everyone knows about it now. There's no one on the planet Earth that don't know the music industry agenda. Them videos have been out on YouTube exposing the wicked music industry. But ain't no Edomite, talking about these Edomites and none of these, Vocab Malone ain't talking about that. I don't see Vocab Malone outside Interscope Records saying why you promoting songs that speak about killing is that not hate speech? You gonna take this video down saying it's hate speech, but you have some nigga from Chicago talking about some ultimate slaughters, and that's not hate speech.
Some nigga, bro.
Yeah, but thought about that back then. That's the one, but said that to me. He's like, but a nigga could just be on a music video on a madness,
Holding two.
Sosa.
and it's not hate speech.
Yeah, with 1,000 straps.
And get a record deal off the back of that.
Hey, the film Straight
They
Outta
gave
Compton.
50 Cent. They gave 50 Cent a record deal and promoted him.
Get rich or die
Get
trying.
rich or die trying.
With
The film Get Straight Outta Compton showed you that. You know, because you know he was this so-called Jew. He was around with them saying nigga this, nigga that. And he said one, you know, racist term against so-called Jews, and well, we can't have this. We can't have this because you can't push out that that negativity against them or anyone, but yourself.
It's self-destructive
Yeah.
behaviors. They can be proliferated, man. Yeah, like
let me say
the
faggot.
film Independence Day. What did they do with that film? The writer of the film wrote it that Will Smith was a so-called successful military man, and he had his woman and was all had a family with the kid, but she was a fucking stripper. Now, why the fuck did they do that? Why couldn't she be a fucking a doctor so that when the president got hurt? Now think about it, as a scriptwriter, it would have made more sense that it just so happened that Will Smith's wife was a nurse or a doctor. So when the president bitch got hurt, she was like, "Oh, don't worry, I'm a doctor, I can help you." No, she's a fucking stripper. You know why they did that? That was a shit in the face of you niggas. Yeah, we're gonna make the nigga be the star of the film, but his woman's gonna be a stripper.
Yeah. Because isn't that the they said about the Cosby Show that he had like psychologists to make sure there was no negative stereotypes about Jakes that would pop
why
up
they
or
got rid
whatever.
of Cosby.
Yeah.
Man,
He
fuck.
saves, but he rapes. That was the whole point of the joke, innit? The Dave Chappelle joke. He was trying to say, yeah, you know, he fucks up, but you know, he saved a lot
He
of
didn't
Jake.
rape nobody.
Exactly.
That's a fucking lie. If they did it, would that be on camera?
Exactly.
That's if they did, they would have had it on camera, man. Because you know how these devils operate, man.
This is
Oh, fuck you. Listen, when you're famous like that, unless you're in a dungeon somewhere, you don't need to rape no one. Not especially women with that. These women that admitting they met him out in the open, like in the club. You don't rape. Famous niggas don't need to do that.
Oh, she's looking for a check. All she knows, you know, if anything, she's the one going to be popping condoms, man.
This bitch got raped like 60 years ago. You gonna talk about?
Come on, man. And that bitch that said Cristiano Ronaldo raped her.
Oh yeah. I think
Fuck outta here,
I
man.
think it's
didn't know how to face my kids. And
Shut up, man.
Man, don't be
kids was
like,
getting
yo,
all over the
you
place.
pregnant?
Slopping on that road.
And then the video came out, she's all dancing on him. You're damn right, that's Cristiano Ronaldo, man.
Exactly. The first footballer ever to become a billionaire whilst playing sports,
Come on,
and he raped
He
you.
needs to rape you. Like you're that
Exactly.
special, man. Man could have took all 10 girls that night, man. Without even knowing their names. Hey, who's coming? We're going back to Ronaldo's, man.
Yeah.
Shit.
Isaiah 32.
Richard put a lawsuit in because they couldn't go for discrimination. Come on, man.
Isaiah 32:7.
Why couldn't it be 11?
The instruments also of the child are evil. He deviseth wicked devices to destroy the poor with lying words.
That's it. That's all Esau does. Wicked devices to destroy the poor. He puts through policies and tells you it's for your benefit, but when you actually look at it like the New Deal and all that stuff, when you really actually check it out, at the end of the day, it's not for your benefit. At the end of the day, it all benefits him, and it turns around and hurts you.
Planned Parenthood.
Planned Parenthood, that's another example of it. There's so many different examples, man. All these programs they come up with to help people, they're not helping nobody, man. How do you know it? Because it doesn't help nobody. The same shit just carries on.
Says, even when the needy speaketh right.
That's right. You still got Sirach 4, right? In fact, read Sirach 4 real quick, because I wanted to call it ages ago, man.
This is Sirach chapter 4, verse 1.
That scripture got dust in it, man.
My son, defraud not the poor of his living, and make not the needy eyes to wait long.
You're not supposed to do that, man. You're not supposed to defraud the poor of their living, man.
Paid him by sundown.
Esau ain't got no problem like just taxing the hell out of the little man, but then Starbucks can get away with it. Corporate welfare. You niggas. First of all, there's more crackers on welfare than there are Jake. Secondly, even if Jake is on welfare doesn't even make up that much of the budget,
You're not talking about wealth like it's 200 trillion a month, man. Come on.
right? But what about corporate welfare?
Yep.
Oh no, because trickle down economics. Esau's the devil, man.
He said
We got to be competitive. So we got to keep the taxes low and all this kind of stuff.
Trickle down economics. Esau is a fucking devil, man. Yes, like if we enrich the richest of us, then naturally
give more.
they're going to, the money will trickle down. Trickle down. You know that's a fucking. You know what really trickles down? When Esau's taking a piss. He's taking a piss, man. Trickle down economics, man.
Oh, Jack.
Well, but
So Bill Gates can be a billionaire. Bezos can be a billionaire, and that's gonna trickle down to me. Yeah, his billion.
You got some Jake that's a kitchen porter.
Man, how Amazon, it's not working in Amazon because them Amazon workers should be getting banked then. That's true. Them man's working for Amazon should be earning big fees.
Like Ford. If I remember correctly, when he was still alive, he used to pay his people well. You know.
That's how it should
That's
be.
why everyone went to his funeral.
Even I forgot the statistic, man. But it was one of them
Carnegie,
companies, I believe,
Henry
even in the
Ford.
UK, the CEO was earning so much fucking money that if she just took like a 30% cut, man, everyone's getting
else would get-
peas.
Damn.
It's like, oh man, it's madness. All them bonuses and them guys, them top guys get. Hey, it's like that in TFL. Anyway. Go on.
Bro, what the bonuses? They say, how are we gonna get people to do the job if we don't pay them? Like, it's like, man will lose. The company lost 50-60% of his value, but then they get a $3 million bonus and then they get let off with a severance package. I'm like, this is like, these man. The whole thing is a
big
setup, man.
Hey, but that's why the scripture said the Lord warned us. Because even when we rule in the kingdom, we're going to have these devils in slavery. But the way we're going to rule in the kingdom, that once they're out of slavery, people going to get paid, man, what they need to get paid. You're going to be the devious here, you know. What kind of asshole would be, who would do that anyway? Why would you do it? If you got people working with you, you're going to pay them up, man. You're going to pay them up.
And this is all part of the learning.
And if you actually notice, that actually motivates people.
Yeah.
You know when someone, you know the manager I work for, like, it's funny because he said that to me, the cleaners, because the cleaner comes to work all dirty and they're all slouching around. And he said, look man, the reason they're being like that is because of their pay. If they were getting paid more, you will see that they'll be dressed a lot better when they come to work and they'll work a little bit harder.
They'll value the job.
They'll value the job, and it only takes that little bit extra pay, so they feel like they're getting paid what they're working. But anytime you feel like you're working harder than what you're getting paid, you start demotivating.
It's true.
Slacking.
I see it, man.
Yeah,
Don't do
but
the job
Esau
properly.
knows that in certain jobs it don't matter. Because once guys become unproductive, you ship them out. There's some desperate fuckers looking to come in.
Yeah. That's what they do. That's what. It's fucked, man.
Hey, happy workers, man, are very productive. So after I done beat the hell out of Esau in the kingdom, I'm gonna have a lot of happy workers. You gonna enjoy working for me. You just better do the job. You don't do the job, then you know it's a contract.
Terminated. It says,
The contract is terminated.
it says, make not an hungry soul sorrowful.
Remember Mortal Kombat, you know when he fucking just he dashed man with a hammer and man went into that fire pit. Nah, I'm only joking, man. Yo. Just go, just send him home.
Shit, man. Like in the kingdom, man, you can make that happen, bro.
Yeah, but we're not cruel lords, man. We're not like Esau, man. You just kill a man because he didn't pick enough mangoes. You know what I mean? He just don't get paid.
Like in that film Django, man. What reason why he was about
No,
to
but
whip?
that's not a spirit because there's righteous rulership. That's Esau.
Yep.
You can't. There's things that warrant death,
Yep.
and there's things that don't
Yeah,
warrant
that's what
death.
the law's there for,
That's
man.
what,
They need to
Chill out, bro.
go to a slave plantation, no one's got no hands.
When they got Esau in slavery,
That's what about Esau.
when we got Esau in slavery, that's different. Esau gonna get killed for doing that.
Esau.
Right, I'm talking.
Alright,
He went with that.
No, I was talking about after.
Oh, yeah. Hey, bro, no, I see where you're coming from.
Specifically said after the captain, after Esau's gone. I'm talking about like. Not when they're under punishment. I'm talking about just normal life, man. What's the car talking about?
But there ain't gonna be no Edomites, so
Yeah, but even the other nations gonna get fucked up for the 1,000 years. I'm talking about after, man. I'm not. Come on, bro. Don't do me like that. You know what I'm saying?
Throw that, you know.
Obviously, what's going on? Kill these motherfuckers. I don't give a fuck.
And all that getting, you know.
The scriptures tells us not to defraud the poor. So we're gonna have the nations that they're not gonna be as rich. That don't mean you defraud, man. You pay them what they're meant to get paid, man.
But they're heathens, so they're gonna go off. So you're gonna have to fuck them up.
Wait, according to judgment.
According to judgment, no.
It's not the same, because this is teaching us this, how wicked this world is, right? So we're learning how not to do things.
Yeah.
We're learning how not to do things. And with the law, we're going to rule righteously. We're going to do things right. You know, every facet of life, we're going to do it right.
Well, that's why the scripture says when the righteous are in rule, the people rejoice. Because there's a difference between being a ruler and being an oppressor, man.
Esau only knows one side of the spectrum.
An oppressor, man. The colonizer, man.
Man, that's what he upholds. These men even get reverence.
Even the Persians, they were heathen, they were wicked. But when you read about the Persian Empire, they endeavored to they endeavored to actually improve the people that they conquered, man. You know?
They let them keep their customs.
Yeah, they freed a lot of them, said, look, we're not going to make you slaves of that. But obviously, they're still heathen. Because that's why they also allowed Jake to rebuild the temple and that. I'm not saying the Persians were right. They weren't right, but they were better than Esau, man. Esau's a fucking asshole, man.
I'll say like in Django, man, with a chick, she drops the eggs, man. She's getting whipped, man, for dropping eggs. Eggs.
It depends where you
Esau
drop
for
it.
looking, man. Like, where you looking, son? Look at me. Why you look at me, nigga? Why you looking away from me, nigga?
Nah, but that kind of stuff, man. Come on, like the punishment is supposed to be according to the crime, man. Like Esau giving people life in prison for like $9.
That's hell.
For stealing, you know. The scripture told you how to deal with stealing.
Yeah, there's
a law on how to deal with stealing.
Yeah.
But if you could catch the man breaking in, then you could, you know.
Hey, even according to law, man, if a person is poor and he's hungry, like it's stealing because he's hungry, it's cool.
Oh, but that's what happened with my man. Which he could be a Jake, man. Salah. He is Jake,
Mo
man.
Salah.
Yeah, he's Jake.
He caught that guy breaking into his house, and he didn't call the police. He sat him down and spoke to him. He actually helped the guy, and now the guy's an upstanding citizen.
Yeah. Hey, but then you know what though? But when the 12 tribes of Israel were in slavery, even up until this day, Jake could just go and take an extra piece of sugar cane, slide in his pocket, and fucking Esau go chop his hand off.
Yeah, that's mad.
What kind of devil is that,
Fucking
man?
with his prophet.
I'm farming it, bro. Can I eat something?
Oh, the scripture says. Hey, hold on. The scripture. That's it. The scripture says, Muslim not. How much can you take? I know niggas is. You know,
Yeah, man. But damn, bro.
How much can you take, man? But that's because Esau valued maximizing his profit before human beings, man.
I sliced my hand
Yeah.
for sure.
Well, even because they say, you know, that devil Leopold. Obviously, they were cutting off the limbs and everything, but he apparently said to his generals, "Yo, what the fuck? Are you cutting their limbs off? They can't work."
That's common sense. But that's like, what the hell you going on?
Man's a strong ass Jake farmer, and then now you got one arm.
But then I think that's why they started cutting off the children.
Oh, man.
Hey, that's probably how they came up with it. You know what? And then it's like, but bro, they got to grow up now.
He's 36, so just right hand.
Esau is a real devil, man.
Yeah.
Hey, that's why they invented night
You know,
shift.
Jake, you make
The sugarcane harvest, because it had to be done so quickly, that's how they invented the night shift.
Oh,
You know, the night shift goes back to the sugarcane plantations and the harvest, because it had to be done. If you didn't do it in a certain amount of time, the shit would go off. So you had to do it. It had to be running day and night. So they invented the night shift, man.
wow.
And they couldn't stop that machine either. You know, with the ox that was going around
Yeah.
it, with the Jake pushing it. If the Jake got tired from exhaustion and he got caught in there, yo, keep it moving.
Wow.
You know, I saw a documentary on that, man. It was around the clock service. Wow.
But that's brother. You know how we gonna run ours now. And it's okay.
Inspired.
Man gave man the blueprint to run with.
Yeah, that's it, man.
Hey, we gonna fuck Esau up, man.
Fucking off
That's
right.
it.
It's gonna be
Esau, hey, because in the kingdom we got a lot of catching up to do.
No, I
so
got a precept.
we're gonna have to maximize our profits in the kingdom, man, to build up our stores.
But yo, Jerusalem, yo, we got 3 more districts left, dog.
Hey, and we gonna have slave colonies too.
Yeah.
Because it's
Ship them
we live.
different
This is a
easy.
global. This is a global order. A global. What do they call it? A global economy. So we're gonna have to have Edomites and all that in different islands. They're gonna be in the Caribbean.
Yeah, innit?
Man's love that rum, right? Okay. You like that rum?
I did.
Okay, good. So we're gonna have to have, the irony is they're gonna have to be over there on the islands again.
Yeah.
Hey, David Cameron going, man, he gonna have to work Jamaica, man. He went over there. They had to give him a state welcoming, and he came over there. So I ain't gonna apologize for slavery. And his forefathers.
Yeah, no, for real. Why should they?
Yeah, he
You know,
What
you
are
know.
gonna do apologizing,
Hey,
man?
don't do nothing you're not so sincere about.
That's it.
Don't give a shit.
That's it.
I'm just thinking about that mighty sunburn. When they're working in that Caribbean sun, it ain't gonna be like them holidays they be going on.
mate.
Now they're gonna.
I'm gonna bring the sun closer.
The whole ecosystem just to the
You Edomites don't want to be enslaved. You don't want to be enslaved, man. That brother right there. He's had too much time to think about this.
Iron Man getting burned up, bro.
That's right. They come out, the sun's rearing it.
Called up burn America again.
Back in Sirach 4:2. Make no hungry soul sorrowful, neither provoke a man in his distress. Add no more trouble to an heart that is vexed, and defer not to give to him that is in need.
Don't fear not to give to him that is need, and our people are in need, man. Our people are in need. We're hurt, man. In debt, just hurt, man. But Esau deferred. Well, guess what? Read on.
Reject not the supplication of the afflicted.
And that's what they done. Every time Jake begged Esau, man, Esau rejects the supplication. But that, it had to happen like that.
That's it.
It had to happen like that so that the Lord could be justified. And Esau can't say that he didn't have opportunity, man, to make it right. He had opportunity. Well, I'm not saying make it right, but at least try and make it right.
Alleviate.
He had opportunity, he had the time and the money, but he didn't care.
You further the affliction.
I have a quick switch on that. This is Psalms.
These people in the ghetto. Remember that? You see the thing with that white dude whose daughter? These people in the ghetto, they don't want to do no better. They want to be ghetto. Yeah, maybe they do. You gonna want to be ghetto too when we done with you.
This is Psalms 82:3. Defend the poor and fatherless. Do justice to the afflicted and needy. Deliver the poor and needy. Rid them out of the hand of the wicked.
That's right. Cause Esau preys upon people, man. Falling below the cracks, man. Go on, read.
Right, and it says, neither turn away thy face from a poor man.
And that's what Esau's done. He's turned his back on Jake, man. Turn around like when it's time to vote and shit and give Jake a bunch of fucking promises.
Yep.
And nothing happened. Even when the great Obama came in, nothing happened. I ain't gonna lie, when you hear Trump talk, you kind of miss Obama. Come on.
You see Trump, his face, man. That pride in him.
He does this in it.
Pride.
Obama would be like, we're going to fight this virus. And we're gonna win. Trump be like, it's a beautiful virus. Suzanne, Suzanne, she got the kids. They're beautiful kids. Beautiful kids.
Tremendous job.
Fantastic, man.
You're gonna love these kids. When you get them kids are gonna be so good. What the fuck's wrong with this guy? You're listening to this guy talk. Is like, China. It's a gift from China.
I got a preset.
Yeah, Obama could talk, man. This guy here, there's something wrong with him. I said the vaccine kids are beautiful.
This is Sirach chapter 13, verse 4. If thou be for his profit, he will use thee. But if thou have nothing, he will forsake thee. If thou have anything, he will live with thee. Yea, he will make thee bear and will not be sorry for it. If he have need of thee, he will deceive thee and smile upon thee and put thee in hope. He will speak thee fair.
Put thee in hope. That's all they do. They give Jake a bunch of promises and put Jake in hope. That's all they've done is sold Jake a false hope.
And that's what they're doing right now. They're sending them like the protesting and really egging them on. Jake, these niggas really think they're going out there and they're doing something, but they don't know they're cogs in the machine of this new world order right now, man. They're being sold hope, but
then Esau don't know that he's a cog in the machine of the Israelite world order.
Yeah.
That's why it's beautiful.
And it says, he will speak thee fair and say, what wantest thou? And he will shame thee by his meats until he have drawn thee dry twice or thrice, and at the last he will laugh thee to scorn. Afterward, when he seeth thee, he will forsake thee and shake his head at
That's
thee.
all these Jakes that made their money, and then Esau just make money off them, watch them implode, and just leave them there where they at, man.
Yeah.
Back to the ghetto you go. Man, I'm not worried about you.
Stupid nigga.
That was it? Okay. Joe Biden, man. Fuck me.
Creepy Joe. He's one of his he's one of his tendency, man.
Yeah, officially.
Officially.
That guy's a criminal.
Man, I hope Trump stays in office, man.
Man's like, you know the kids,
He's
the kids
gonna
they
stay
sit on my
in
lap, you know?
Trump's definitely gonna stay.
They play my leg hair.
I like this.
Nigga.
Did you actually see the leg hair bit?
My man said they play my leg hairs, you know, in the sun they turn brown, so you...
Yo, Biden is like, had too much coke and prostitution.
Yeah, man. That was the, you know, the poor kids and the white kids. I was like, look, I was set it straight. I was like, damn.
Poor kids and white kids.
I was like, this guy's a lady.
He said the poor kids and the white.
Bro, he said poor kids and white kids, man. Oh, shit. Bro, the guy is... He lost it.
Yeah. And his relationship he has with his daughters, he's like Trump, same like Trump. Trump will be all with his daughters, calling her, I would marry his daughter, I think Trump said. Right? And then Biden's the same. We just call his all lips and his daughter. It's like,
He got caught kissing his granddad.
yeah.
He's cool, man. He tasted that.
Kissing his lips.
That's another reason why this kingdom got to go down, because these guys are some filthy bastards, man. Some Epsteins, man.
Psalms 100, Psalms 37 and 9. For evildoers shall be cut off, but those that wait upon the Lord, they shall inherit the earth. For yet a little while, and the wicked shall not be. Yea, thou shalt diligently consider his place, and it shall not be. But the meek shall inherit the earth, and shall delight themselves in the abundance of peace. The wicked plotteth against the just, and gnasheth upon him with his teeth. The Lord shall laugh at him, for he seeth that his day is coming. The wicked have drawn out the sword, and have bent their bow to cast down the poor and needy, and to slay such as be of upright conversation. Their sword shall enter into their own heart, and their bow shall be broken. A little that a righteous man hath is better than the riches of many wicked. For the arms of the wicked shall be broken, but the Lord upholdeth the righteous.
The arms of the wicked. So these devils, man, ultimately they're gonna be stopped, man. We let you devils know that right now. Like, you might look at Jake and think you're gonna win, but the scripture says that we shall do valiantly, because the Yahweh Shai is with us, man. Yahweh Shai is gonna fuck your shit up, man.
Right.
You devils, man, a change is coming, a big change. He talking about Obama, we talking about Obeezy. Change.org is for real, it's gonna come. And the change that's coming, man, you ain't ready for it. You ain't built for it. You better get down to fitness first, because listen, it's gonna be terrible. It's gonna be terrible, man. Right? You better, get your stamina up, because you about to work, and ain't gonna be no retirement plan. Oh, yeah. It's you working. What they say, you shop till you drop. You're gonna be fucking working till you drop, man. You're gonna drop dead. Actually, didn't one of them films you watched? The guy was slave was out there in the fucking field, and then my man just gave up the ghost right there in the field, man.
In Django.
Was it Django that happened then?
Yeah, what happens in all of them?
Yeah, Jordan, slave, man.
Happens in all of them.
Get ready for 1,000 years of slave, man. You fucking devils, man.
That's it.
Fuck all you Edomites. You Edomites, we were commanded to hate you, and you were made to be hated.
Right.
All right, that's in the scriptures,
That
man.
wasn't a hard command to follow.
Yeah, man. This man deserves hate, man.
kind of looking
Hey, you brothers got any more precepts? Close up.
she's kind of looking at us.
Did you have anything?
No, I got one last one.
Be quick.
It's Isaiah 2, start from verse 2. And it shall come to pass in the last days that the mountain of the Lord Yahweh house shall be established in the top of the mountains, and shall be exalted above the hills, and all nations shall flow unto it.
Yeah, all the nations, just like how Esau's ruling now, and all nations go to Esau, the time to come, all nations are going to come to us. Now that sounds strange. Hey, but the scripture says the Lord could take the basis of men and put them, and right now we're the basis of the men on the earth. Ain't nobody looking at the man. Ain't nobody